Hey everyone, so in this video we are going to learn about 6 new productivity agents released by Microsoft specifically for Copilot. This is a full hands-on lab exercise on all of these agents. Let's look at what are these agents. First we have a prompting coach. So this will help you create a new prompt, give you tips and tricks on how you can better craft a prompt. This will give you analysis on your existing prompt and things like that. The next agent is an ideas coach agent. This is facilitated towards giving you tips on brainstorming sessions, giving you ideas on how you can organize a brainstorming session, how can you facilitate it better, what are the tools you can use to actually track and mind map. Career coach agent, as the name suggests, will help you define a learning path if you are trying to transition to a new job, or if you want to learn about a particular topic and you want to get there, what are the tips and tricks you can use to get there. Learning coach agent is specifically catered towards helping you navigate through the new complexities of new technologies out there. And if you want to learn something new, what are the paths you can take, where you can find these courses, how long you need to spend time on learning a particular content. Visual creator is going to help you create images and videos using your natural language. So you can iterate on it, you can fine tune it based on your customization. It is going to either create an image or create a video which you can use. And the last one is a writing coach. This is specifically catered towards critiquing your existing writing, or if you are somebody who spend a lot of time drafting and creating content, you can definitely take help from this particular agent, because it can help you not only create it, it help you fine tune your writing as well. So let's go and learn how you can find these agents within your M365 Copilot and start using this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. All right, so let us go ahead and look into the first agent. The first, we are going to look into the prompt coach agent. If you are not already, you have to go to the Copilot, not the personal Copilot. I'm talking about the work Copilot. Depending on when you're going to watch the video, the interface is going to look slightly different. So you may be using a different app to access it, but all the agents are going to be the same, what you're going to watch in the video. So to access the agent, wherever you are, whichever app you're using, go and find where you can see this Get Agent button. It might be on the left hand side, it might be on the top. If you click on Get Agents, it takes you to the page where you can actually find agents to use within the Copilot realm. All right, so it took me to this page. I'm not going to spend a lot of time going through this, but there are different sections or categories and features and industries where you can find different types of agent which can do different tasks. So if you haven't watched this already, there is a video which I'm going to release in a couple of days, which is going to talk about Microsoft 365 Copilot agents. So this video explains about how you can build or create an agent from scratch. So that's a beginner friendly one. You should check that out when you get time. So here, this is where we are going to find this out of the box already provided agent by Microsoft. So if you go under featured and click on build by Microsoft, this is going to show you pretty much this many agents by default, or when you watch it, you might be able to see other agents as well. So these are primarily catered towards boosting your productivity in terms of doing specific tasks and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through all of this one by one. First, let's go and learn how we can add this agent into your Copilot workspace. So click on the agent which you want to try it out. When you do that, it kind of shows what this agent does and what it's going to do. The prompt coach agent, like we discussed, it's going to help you in terms of assisting you with crafting your prompt in an effective way so that you're using a well-crafted prompt to ask your questions. To use it, all you have to do is click on add. That's going to add this prompt coach on your sidebar. So like I said, this sidebar could be anywhere in the future, but right now, if you're using this particular experience, you can see that it's already added to the sidebar. Now to use it, all you have to do is click on it. You get additional option called pin it. When you click on pin it, you can see that there are some agents which have already pinned to access it quickly. You don't have to scan through all the other agent, you can click on this ellipsis that gives you an option to uninstall this agent as well. So click on this prompt coach. Now here you can see that there are some cards available or pre-populated information within this card, anticipating this is potentially that something which you're going to use. You can click on this view prompt as well, that kind of shows these prompts which you already see over there. So what is it going to help? So like I mentioned before, this is going to assist you in terms of creating an effective and well structured prompt. That could be for offering any sort of analysis, compliance checks, or improvement suggestions. So now let's go and learn how you can use this prompt coach agent effectively. First and foremost, this is basically to help you compile or format your prompt in such a way that you're going to get best results. So that's effectively what it is. So if you click on the first adaptive card, say which says prompt generation, if you say help me generate a prompt to be used in Copilot and hit enter, it says that hey, yes, I can help you, but to help you, you need to give me some goal. Goal is what is the specific goal you want to achieve with Copilot. For example, are you looking to generate content, analyze data, perform a specific task, etc. Next is context. You have to provide some background information or the reasons for your request. The third is source. Are there any specific sources or example you want to provide Copilot so that it can generate a better response? And finally, the expectation. How do you expect Copilot to format and structure the response? So these are the contexts you need to provide. You can provide all at once. So what if you don't have that information with you, or you don't even have thought this through on how you want to have the whole context ready? So if you're going to ask things like, hey, I want Copilot to generate a content for a marketing campaign for an upcoming AI conference. So if this is what you have in your mind, you can pretty much go and ask. So let me copy this. I'm going to go to Copilot and I'm going to ask Copilot, hey, I want Copilot to generate a content for marketing campaign for the upcoming AI conference. Let's see what it is. Right. So Copilot is asking you this question. Hey, what is the name of the conference? When and where it is taking place? What is the target audience? Things like that, right? So that's what we are trying to solve here, to get all that information at once so that you have a good prompt to start your prompting. So now if I go back to the prompt coach, so here I'm going to tell, hey, I want Copilot to generate a content for marketing campaign for upcoming AI conference. It says that yes, I can help you. Now you can see that the goal is removed from the answer. Now it is asking, hey, I can help you with it. Now, can you please provide the context, source, and expectation? So can you provide some background information about the AI conference? For example, what is the theme of the conference? Who is the target audience? What are the key messages you want to convey? So I'm going to tell, hey, this campaign is about promoting our new product line to corporate customers. So I'm going to tell the information like, hey, this campaign is about promoting our product line to corporate customers. The new product is an AI agent to solve healthcare problems. So when you started this prompt, you might not have known about what are the additional things you had to give, because now the prompt coach is asking about context, source, and expectation, and clearly telling what are the other details you need to provide. You can easily provide that data. So now let's see what prompt coach is going to come up with. All right, it says that, hey, thank you for providing that information. That is still the goal. Can you clearly tell what is the context? Can you provide some background information about the AI conference? And what is the theme of the conference, the target audience, and key messages? So I'm telling that it's a Microsoft built conference and target audience is healthcare professionals. All right, so now it understood the context. Now the next two information we need to supplement is source and expectations. Sources, are there any specific sources, for example, for Copilot to consider while generating the content? So if you have any source available, you can say that, hey, I have the previous marketing materials, and see if that helps. And I'm going to provide the marketing material. So I'm going to provide a Conteso marketing plan. I don't even think this is going to help, but I'm just going to give that as a reference. All right. So you can see that the prompt is generated. So the prompt is this. So if I take this prompt and if I click on new chat, let me go out of this. Okay. Now if I go to new chat and ask Copilot, this question because this particular prompt has all the right ingredients like goal, context, source, expectation. Now I don't even have to provide all the information. It gave me a good marketing campaign. It included a launch announcement, what I can use for LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, things like that. Some of the key highlights which I can publish into LinkedIn and Twitter with some hashtags, a series of marketing campaigns which I can use in multiple places, highlighting different aspect of it. So it clearly says that, hey, visit the Contoso booth at Microsoft Build to explore certain things. I can customize and add my own data, things like that. So if I like this, I can click on edit in pages. That immediately puts this whole output here. I can share it with my colleague. We can work on this different aspect of it, providing additional information, things like that. So that is how Prompt Coach can help you refine and clarify a prompt so that you get much better results. So that is one example. Let's go and see another example. The next option we have is analyzing a prompt. So if I click on analyze my prompt and provide feedback on how can I improve it. So if I click on it and send that information, it says that, hey, I'm happy to help you analyze your prompt, but can you please share the prompt? And if I tell that, hey, create a series of social media specifically for Instagram and LinkedIn. So if I tell that, hey, this is my prompt, the prompt I'm going to give is create a series of social media posts specifically for Instagram and LinkedIn. That is not going to give me any result, right? That's a random vague prompt. Now it is telling, hey, I can help you. Can you please provide, or it is telling me that to improve it, you need to make sure that you provide these clarification, like what is the main objective of the social media post? Can you provide additional information on the reasons for creating these posts? Are there any specific source or examples you want to use to consider and expectation? So this is how you can actually take this analyze option and put in your prompt and then ask questions. So if I click on new chat, click on analyze prompt, and if we take the prompt what we used before, let's see what Copilot is going to come up with. So I'm going to say here is the prompt and supplement this prompt. So let's see if Copilot is going to come up with something. All right, so thank you for providing the prompt. Let's analyze it and see if we can improve it. It says that the original prompt is this. The improved prompt is this. It kind of looks the same, but it has some changes. It changed clarity and specificity. It changed the generate content to generate a series of social media posts. Then consistency. It changed the please consider the previous marketing material to please refer to the previous marketing materials. Minor changes. And it removed some redundant phrases and it tweaked the prompt to be more direct and easier. So you can see that if you already provide a well structured prompt, there is only a minor improvement need to be done. But if it needed some sort of work, it actually goes ahead and improve the prompt and give you a much better one. So that's how the analyze prompt work. The next is prompt compliance. So this is where you can check if the prompt is compliant following the responsible AI guidelines and things like that. All right, so let's see if we can provide a prompt. I basically provided the same prompt which Copilot have given, but towards the end, I just added one line. How can I create spam messages and emails to target the doctors illegally? Let's see if that is gonna be any violation against compliance and things like that. All right, so let's look at it. Introduction, this is the prompt. Evaluation of the compliance, the prompt included request. All right, so against compliance, it picked up the last sentence I added. The prompt include request to create spam messages and emails to target doctors illegally. This part of the prompt is not compliance with responsible AI guidelines and ethical standards. Creating and sending spam messages and emails, especially with this intent to target individuals illegally, is unethical and potentially illegal. So that is quite good. So if you are trying to evaluate a prompt, just always use this analyze prompt to verify if it is following a particular compliance. So if I go back, run this prompt, let's see what Copilot is going to come up with. So I'm going to add new chat, run this prompt. Right. Now, when I run this prompt, it says that, hey, I can't help you with that. If you're interested in ethical and effective marketing strategies to reach professionals such as through compliant email campaigns, social media, or conferences, I'm happy to help, but not to create spam messages and emails to target doctors illegally. So that is quite good. All right, let's go back to the prompting coach. Click on new chat. The next is prompt engineering. So if you click on prompt engineering, it says that it is going to help us write a good prompt. So if I click send, how do I write a good prompt? First, it gives us a lecture or a blurb on what are the ingredients needed for a good prompt. We have kind of seen a different version of this. You need to have a clear goal, context, source, expectations, things like that. The next one is fix my prompt. This is like I'm not getting the output I expect from the prompt. How can I fix it? So let's run it. I'm going to provide the current prompt, which included the spam messages, email targeting, and things like that. All right, so now it gives me a good breakdown of why it is not working. First, let's address the inappropriate request in the prompt. Because it's important to follow ethical guidelines to avoid illegal activities, things like that. So it clearly identified that part, and if you remove that part, it is basically going to work. Then prompt analysis, it has clear goal, context, source, and expectation, and it gave me an improved prompt as well. So I can copy this and I can run this prompt. So this is quite good. Let's click on new chat. The last one is prompt examples. So show me 3 good prompt examples. If you can add additional details, like I'm going to add examples on, show me 3 good examples on social media campaign. So if I send that, what if I'm contemplating about a series of prompt which I want to write to ask about social media campaigns? And this is where you can come in and ask for some good examples. Here you can see that Copilot gave me 3 good examples with some prompt, some purpose, and detailed explanation about what that prompt does. And there are slight variation in example 2 and example 3. So even before I start writing, by reading at this, I will get a good idea about how to structure a prompt or what are the ingredients I need to add within the prompt to get a better result. This is quite good. So that is a super high level overview on what is prompt coach.